Cool DJ Foot, and that messed me up when he said that.
Okay, well, yeah. You
He
know,
said
well,
that. So,
what
shout out
got
to
me
DJ
is
Foot.
because I just know how cool Foot is, so I just was just me
The Foot
swapping out the
Clan.
words. That's
Foot
right.
Clan.
Foot Clan. Yeah.
So, could we get right into Django or Django or
Still
however
movies.
you want to?
Django, you know,
the
people
D
talk-
is silent,
It's
just so y'all
awesome.
know.
Yeah, Django. People
Awesome
talk about
movie.
the N word in Django.
He do say nigga a lot, every other word.
But for that period of
It
time,
was
that
18.
going
It
on-
was
They
1858.
did
I
that
think
in Roots
18.
too.
Right.
Roots too.
But
Roots was the
in
same thing.
1858, did they use the word nigga in 1858?
I won't there. So I can't really honestly answer that. And I don't think anyone else living can answer that.
Well,
But I'm almost sure that it was used quite often,
okay. Well,
along with darky and everything else.
What is a Negro?
a nigger. See,
It's, you go ahead.
here's the deal. The Southern Europeans, the Europeans who was there, you saw the white dude that was in Django, the one who was
Right.
was talking like that.
Right.
That's where Negro came from. See, they couldn't say Negro. They were so Southern in the slang. Negro became Negro. Negro. You know,
Okay.
it's just country.
I
Southern
watched
slang.
Queen too. I mean, I watched Roots like it's a sitcom.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel about?
Well,
and
wait,
what-
not a sitcom, because a sitcom is situation comedy. You watch Roots like a situation.
I mean, I watch it often. like-
Okay.
I'm just checking.
Tommy, you on your defense today.
He
boy.
ready. He ready. He in real form tonight. I gotta
Yeah,
get ready.
but this is what I want to ask. How do you all feel about BET showing Roots and Queen? Now, here's the other part of the question. Do you think it was long overdue? It was too late? Or what?
We do the questionnaire and around here.
And
Come on, show and interview us.
I'm just asking. I just had to ask
We
that
gotta
question.
grab control. Let's get control of our show.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask that, Mr. Aston. I'm so sorry.
I think it was a great question.
It was a
I
great
think it was
question,
a
but he's trying to
perfect time.
outshine us on our show.
No,
No. You getting your shine on the documentary, brother. So
No, you know, we
just know
come
that.
from an era where we know we all homies.
Yeah.
We just ingest, but it actually gave us. I was trying to give Doug time to think of the answer.
Oh, okay. Oh,
No, you wasn't.
gotcha.
I think it was a perfect time. You know, some
Okay.
people was like, at Christmas time, why would you put that on? I thought it was a perfect time to play both of them. That's what I thought.
Well, I didn't think so much because of Christmas or the holidays or Kwanzaa or whatever or Hanukkah. I was saying because to me, and this is, I'm not putting BET down or anything like that. I think it should have been shown a long time ago. They should have pretty much showed the
Did
series.
they show it before though?
I don't remember seeing
Yeah,
it.
they showed it before.
Okay, well, I stand to be
Yeah,
corrected
they
there.
showed it before.
Here's the deal. When BET was black entertainment television, and it was all about positivity, and we had the things going on, and then they had that 10-year run of just straight ignorance, that it just got completely crazy. And now Viacom, which is the parent company, it always has been, same parent company for MTV for those of you. That's why I always question why one show looks so and the other show looks so.
Right.
So if you
For
compare
real,
both
right?
the shows, right.
Right.
So, but at any rate, I think Viacom is trying to clean up his image. I really believe that with Django coming out, I was on the Meta channel watching about energy. It's all about energy and how the forces move. And he was saying that Django is perfect timing because it's going to take people that are revolutionary with sense. It's like their time. Like, we're not gonna be out shooting nobody, but people that are real conscious and really trying to make a change, it's like our time, and it's ushering in a new era. And what that movie did was it was to calm the people, because at the end of the movie, I saw the movie. It was about 60-40 in the theater, and what I noticed was that European Americans didn't laugh. Like, it was a comedy. Like, no, I wasn't in the
The
movie.
whole
taking
thing
it
was
serious.
it was bits and pieces.
It was, but I wasn't in there taking the movie serious. I understand it was for
Was it because it was
entertainment.
Quentin Tarantino is the reason why? Or
No,
just...
because it was just made up for its entertainment. I
Yeah,
went in
right.
there. If I would have went in there
Wasn't
trying to
Django?
make
Django was a real character.
No, that was a movie from 1966 that they remade from a real character, but no, it was not. It's loosely based as fiction. Don't
Oh, well, somebody posted on Facebook that it was a real character.
tell
Django.
them that they
You can
should
post
check
whatever
their
you want on
history. But,
Facebook.
yeah, you can post it on there that it's not. But what you can do is look up, when you look up, spell the Django with the D on the front, it tries to spell Shango for you. Shango is a real character, and they had a movie in the 60s about a dude named Shango, but he was just really a killing, destructive machine. This was totally different. It had
Okay.
nothing to do with the other character.
So
But-
did you look at it the same way you looked at Passion of the Christ?
No.
Did you cry? Did you cry at Passion of the Christ?
Did I cried.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
And the truth comes up.
I really can't remember.
You
but
guys
I'm
go
sure-
in on each other, man. I tell you, I don't know what I done stepped into this evening.
Just be careful.
I
I might have
see.
shed. I don't think I actually physically had a tear come. My eyes might have.
Physically, I mean, did you cry? You did. I mean, come on.
I can't remember.
Man up, brother. Man up, brother.
I really don't remember.
Okay,
But now that you mentioned Passion of the Christ, the one thing that I try to point out to everybody, here is the flaw in that movie. Because Mel Gibson wanted to take the people and speak the language of the era, but he didn't use the people of the era. Because if he had, everybody in that picture would have been black except for the Romans. And then we would have saw Christ featured as a black man, a Hebrew, being beat down by the white Romans who knew that this man was a god. Then it would have changed the whole, not just the aspect of the movie, but how we are perceived as a people. And that's why I like the Django.
I just wonder why, like, when you see black folks get beaten on the big screen, nobody's crying. But when I was in Passion of the Christ, man, everybody was crying. I mean, my girl was like, boo, I thought I was going to take out the movie.
You too.
No, I wasn't, because I was like, my boy was like, you know all those instruments they beat him with? Somebody else got that.
Did you see
The
Schindler's
guy
List?
before him got that, the guy after him got that.
Did you
Okay,
see Schindler's
gotcha.
List?
No, I didn't see. I
Well,
want to check that out.
here's the whole thing. And I say this loosely. So, this is me painting with
What
a
does
broad
that mean when
brush.
somebody say that?
Because what happened was,
I'm going to say it tightly.
well, first I'm going to shout out Sarah Silverman so that in case anybody called me yelling, they could go watch Sarah Silverman and yell at her too. But at any rate, we are a spiritual people, so anytime we see anybody abused, we cry. You know, even, when you saw Django, check it out. The movie, the part that makes you think is when he told Django to shoot the dude and he said it, but his son is standing right there. That's the spirituality in us as a people.
No, when the dog tore the guy all to pieces. What about that?
That was rough, but that wasn't as rough as shooting a man in front of his son.
That was kind of harsh if he would have did that.
All right.
Shooting
Anyway,
son-
let's move on. Let's move on. The top moments of 2012.
Obama winning the presidency again?
Yeah, I go with that one.
We can go with that.
I go with that one because there was so much against him. And what really got me about that is that all that money the Republicans paid to try to keep him out, and it didn't work. I mean, we're talking about almost, now Tommy, you back me up on this one. We're talking about billions of dollars closely, right?
Yeah, it was a
All
lot.
I'm saying is that if y'all want to throw money away like that, just give me $1 million. That's all I want.
You don't take all the money both candidates spent.
But the president, he won.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the one that got it lost.
That was useless.
Somebody's going like
They left that
this.
on the crap table.
Somebody's going like this. Hey, look, we need to talk.
Yeah.
You know.
You think that was bigger than the Giants winning the Super Bowl? I'm just checking.
Come on,
I-
man.
One of the worst things that happened, I said Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
did a shoot.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston. Wow.
Worst things that happened in 2012 with you?
That movie theater shooting.
Huh?
The movie theater
The
shooting.
movie theater shooting?
Yeah.
That don't
Oh,
top Whitney
okay.
Houston. Sandy Hook.
No,
about the
that's-
kids in the school.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Oh, that
that-
was 2012.
yeah.
Worst
That
thing.
too. That too.
Didn't Trayvon Martin get killed this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Trayvon
I'm gonna go with
Martin.
Trayvon. Y'all can go with all that other stuff. I'm gonna go with Trayvon.
Hey, look, yo. Top 10 all-time recording odds from VA. Don't forget, it's going down in a second, man. Fat
Oh.
Tommy want to get with
I
it.
got a question. What's
What?
better, Popeyes or churches?
Popeyes, man.
Churches.
Oh,
It all depends what churches you go to.
That's real.
Or,
Yeah, but two.
or where you
That's
came
right.
from before you go to
That's
churches.
right.
Like a midnight at the club, you hit churches. Pretty darn
It's
good.
been some years since I had a midnight at the club. It's
Well,
been some years.
Let me see. What's better? Oh, I shouldn't say better. But what's the choice for this year? Church, mosque, cathedral, or
For New Year's?
yeah, for 2013. Church, mosque, cathedral.
Or how you gonna bring the New Year's in?
Yeah, home in the bedroom, praying. Which one is it?
Ask Soul Singer.
Okay, we'll just chew on that. But you know what?
I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna stay
Me
home.
too.
Stay home.
I'm gonna stay home with my wife and my children.
There you go.
And every year we do that. And once the New Year comes in, we hug each other and
There
say
you
prayer.
go.
You know that's what I'm gonna do.
Speaking about your family, how's everybody doing?
Everybody's fine. My mom is going on 82, and you all when
Look
they came to the we brought her to the award show.
Nice segue.
Yeah, and she's just she's doing great, and my wife's doing fine. My son is he's got a deal. a deal, and I need to talk to you, Mr. Hanson, too. My son has a deal on the
Please
table
stop calling
waiting
me
for
Fat
him.
Tommy, man. Mr. People looking for me, man.
Oh, I'm
Fat
sorry.
Tommy, don't
Well, I need to talk to you, Fat Tommy,
Okay.
probably too. But real quick, my son has a deal on the table. He's a musician. He's guitar, bass, keys. He DJs now. He spins also.
Uh-oh.
And he has his own studio he put together in his bedroom and stuff. He's recording, doing beats and everything. He's just like a. It's almost when I see him, I see me, and it chokes me up sometimes because he's really putting in more effort than what I ever did. You know, as far as that, he didn't go to the film route. He went with the musician part of it as well as spinning. So he's got the whole total package. But after he graduates, we're going to let him sign this deal. And you'll be hearing from him real soon, DJ
Kudos.
Kai X.
Kudos. So tell me how did it feel to come to the award show with all your
Man,
family?
I just want to tell y'all thank you so much. I said it before, but you guys, I never got an award before. And I just really appreciate you all thinking of me in that vein. And just to have a physical award, it's the only one I have. And even if I don't get any more in my life, God has blessed me with that from you guys. You guys are a blessing. And I think people need to realize the blessing that you all give people through the airwaves, through your awards show. People have to that don't realize, need to realize what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to do. And I just can't say enough about it. And for me to bring my whole family there, you know, my mother just was like, you know, these guys are just outstanding. And then my youngest daughter, you know, her as well, you know, she's going to be a designer. She's going to be designing clothes and writing and doing all kinds of things. And my oldest daughter's a chef. You didn't meet her. She's 27. She's the head chef at Kroger out in Short Pump, Virginia. And she's doing big things also. So, but to get an award from you guys, I think that no matter whatever award I may ever get in my life, that right there was one like, hey, I got this one. I'm cool.
Word.
I'm cool.
I got to ask one question.
Word.
So, that trumps a Grammy?
To me, yes.
And you know what? That's good because that's a brother that don't seek validation. Remember, I told you a lot of us stuck on validation and sometimes personal awards that mean something. Because if he get a Grammy, it don't mean nothing to nobody but him.
But see, my thing is too, Tommy, is that this means so much more because it's from my people at home.
Right, they care
in
about
VA.
you. Yep.
See, my whole thing is I'm tired of people thinking that they got to go away to do something.
Right.
With the internet today and everything that's going on, you got to stop that mentality. Central Virginia has everything that in Atlanta, D.C., Florida, New York, you know, maybe not on a larger scale of that as far as population-wise to L.A., but we have the same type of talent here. We have it. I mean, look at what you all are doing with the Soul Logistics Award Show. You all are putting your own money into this, making this say, hey, we're going to give you an award because you're putting the effort to do something. See, that's what people have to do. When they think, well, I'm not making it major, I'm just going to quit. No, you don't do that.
Right.
Perfect example, Plunky.
Right.
Plunky has been doing his thing out of Richmond for 40-something years.
I can't believe y'all don't have Plunky on the list.
Plunky.
Plunky.
D Nice has sampled his stuff. A few other people have sampled his stuff. Plunky goes around the world and tours.
Hit him with it.
And he stays here in Central VA. We got to change our way of thinking or we won't make it to anything. We got to.
Man, you dropping knowledge, yo.